You hate it?
I said, hey there.
Hello. I thought you were saying, I hate that. I said, Faisal.
Hey there. Welcome to Freshly Grounded, episode 112.
It's really bizarre that you're whispering.
Yeah. Guys, welcome to episode 112 Freshly Grounded. I am Faisal Chowdhury. Across the desk from me is one Sam Palmer. And what was weird about that?
One Sam Palmer.
Oh, I thought you found it weird that I used your non-Muslim name.
You just said one Sam Palmer.
Yeah, that's what you are.
Yeah. It's
What would
weird
you prefer?
Just say my name. What are you putting a number in front of my name? There's one Sam Palmer over there. It's just bizarre. How your mind works is bizarre. You've been blessed in some ways, but cursed in others, it seems.
That's proper English language. Okay, fine. Hey guys, Faisal and Sam here.
There you go. Flows better.
Fine. Welcome to episode 112 of Freshly Grounded.
112.
That's 112 for those people who don't know what 112 equals.
Most people would pronounce it as 112.
No, because when you go over 100, it's too difficult for me to fathom.
No one would really go, oh, look at that 112. They'd say 112. They've done 112 now.
Yeah.
They wouldn't say, they've done a 112 now.
That's true. When you go to shops, you don't go, oh, that's 112 pounds.
I know, no one does it. So just focus and just remain normal. 112.
Right, welcome to episode 112.
Yep.
As you can hear, we've had a really great episode. This episode was... it's more chilled out, wasn't it?
It was chilled.
I don't think we had any discussion in it. We just had there was no topics being discussed in the episode.
We didn't know.
We didn't discuss anything. It was just literally going back and forth, having like a really bad chat. So, but it's Freshly Grounded, isn't it?
But don't doubt it. I'm sure it will come across really nice. I'm sure people will enjoy it. I'm sure there'll be some comments saying, that made me lol. There was some lols in it. There was some lols in it.
Fine. And there will inevitably be some shouty comments saying, how is that man a Muslim?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like there is every week. Anyway, with that being said, guys, look, we absolutely love doing these episodes every week, and we love everyone who enjoys our episodes and everyone who listens. And I think we mentioned this a few times, but I don't think we mentioned it on mic enough, that we feel like Freshly Grounded actually is more of a community. Like we feel like a part of a family here. Like I think we always wish that there could be more ways or better ways for us to be able to interact with our listeners. So perhaps we're going to work towards figuring out a way that we can, because we do really enjoy it and appreciate every single person who week in, week out decides to listen to the podcast. And so a huge thank you to everyone who listens. And for those of you who want to kind of go that step further and support the podcast, there's a bunch of things you get by being a Patreon. One of them is that you get an episode every episode early. You get it one day early, but also you're just able to support the podcast, and you're able to help us to keep the podcast going, to grow it. And so you can do so by going to patreon.com/Faisal. Patreon.com/Freshly Grounded. The link for that is in the bio, and it's also in the iTunes description, so do check that out. And it's very, very easy to sign up, guys. It's about £5 a month, but it's literally, you press the button, you select your tier, and you put in your details, and that's it. So do support us. And with that being said, this is episode 112 of Freshly Grounded. Let us get into it. And welcome to Freshly Grounded, the brand new podcast by best friends Faisal and Sam.
Huh?
I said welcome to Freshly Grounded,
After that bit.
the brand new podcast
And after that bit?
by best friends Faisal and Sam.
Really?
Bro, so what happened today is I was driving to the studio and I hadn't had my coffee, right?
Yep.
And I was thinking to myself, Big Face needs his coffee because he's getting a bit of a migraine.
Yeah.
So I'll drive through Costa drive-through, grab myself a little cold brew. No, not a cold brew. Grab myself a dark roast. And it turned out that the drive-through was closed, which is peculiar. So as I was leaving, I was thinking, hold on a second, there's a KFC here. So I went and got me and you a Kentucky brew. Coffee from KFC.
What do you think of it?
That's a laugh that I've never heard from you before, ever.
I'm not even sure it was
in
a laugh.
112 episodes.
I'm not even sure it was a laugh. Yeah, what do you think of it?
It's alright. It's coffee, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's a Kentucky brew.
Yeah.
I don't think you'd ever actively get coffee from KFC though, would you?
No, you wouldn't, nah. But probably people used to say that about McDonald's. Now I hear a lot of people say that they get their coffee from McDonald's.
Yeah. This is good though. It's good coffee.
It's coffee, isn't it? What did you ask for? Latte or
Cappuccino.
cappuccino?
Yeah. Did you have yours already?
Yeah, drank it quick time.
Yeah, I know what you're like. You're the opposite of me. You just like to have your coffee for the use of it. I like to actually enjoy it.
For the use of it, what do you mean?
Like
The caffeine?
No, like yeah, like you because you need the coffee or whatever. I don't know.
Not necessarily.
Like, you know, they say some people eat because they have to, and some people eat because they want to like enjoy it.
Okay.
And
you're telling me that I don't enjoy coffee. I have it just because of the caffeine inside of it, and I have it just because I have to have it.
Maybe.
Nah, not at all. I really enjoy coffee, but I definitely
enjoyed backing the coffee.
You handed me a KFC coffee earlier, and I didn't really take time to kind of sit and enjoy it. I kind of just backed it and
kept it moving.
Yeah, it was all right though.
Yeah, it is nice. It's weird how reliant you become on it when you.
I'm not as reliant as you. I don't think. I don't get headaches.
Yeah, no, you're not reliant, but I get headaches.
Yeah, I know. I've been with you a few times when when it starts creeping in is the worst part, and you start panicking.
Oh my gosh,
I've seen you rummaging around cupboards looking for anything with caffeine in.
Yeah. Did that happen?
I had to run out and get it, didn't I?
Yeah. That was really kind of you. I think that's the kindest thing you've ever done for me. You actually left the house. You went for a walk. I think there must have been some benefit in it for you. You must have needed a walk.
No.
You did that solely for me.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Blazing heat, you went out for...
Have you ever been in a room with a short man with tears in his eyes shouting coffee at the top of his lungs? Have you ever done that?
Tears in his eyes.
You were angry. I had to do it. I had to fix you up. Then we were about to shoot FG, and then it started creeping in. And strange enough, where we were in Dubai, it wasn't a very practical place to get coffee. I went to like a very small little strange shop and just bought some Nescafe, didn't I?
They had Nescafe Gold there though.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that, bro.
That's all right.
Bro, I have a bit of a issue that's been going on for the last couple of weeks that I finally found a bit of a solution to.
Okay.
So what happened is for the last couple of weeks, I've been weirdly really, really hot at night, like temperature wise, and I've been really uncomfortable, and it's even hotter than the reason I find it so weird is it's hotter than when I go away to hot countries and sleep in the hotels or whatever when I'm away. And these are countries where it's like 40 degrees, 45 degrees normally. Even last year in Saudi, I wasn't this like uncomfortably hot at night, and it's been like this for about a month, right? Coincidentally, I've actually moved out about a month and a half ago as well. So finally, the penny dropped to the day before yesterday. I thought, hold on a second, I never used to get this at my old place, and I only started getting now around a month ago. And around a month ago is when I moved out. It must be something to do with room. So I started googling like this and stuff, and it said that it just like came up with a bunch of stuff. But I came across this device. It's called the Grow Egg. Do you have it? Okay, so the Grow Egg is like one of the number one recommended devices for parents when they have newborns, and it's like this egg that you put in a room, and it's just a thermometer, basically tells you how the room temperature, but it's yellow is perfect temperature between 18 to 21 degrees, below 18 is blue, which means you need to warm up the room or dress your baby up a bit more because it's too cold for them to sleep in. Orange is it's too hot, and red means like insanely hot, like you shouldn't be in red, right? And red is after 24 degrees Celsius. So, like I said, yellow is between 18 and 21. So, I thought, what if our room... I wonder how hot our room is. Maybe like badly like insulated or whatever. So, I got this Grow Egg yesterday from Argos. I took it home and I thought, I bet our room's like probably like on orange. Like, we need to cool it down. I plugged it in and it was at 27 degrees red.
Really?
Yeah, red. Well, red is 24 means too hot, and it's like 27.
Wow.
That's
yeah. You can't sleep in there
without any radiators or nothing. It's just because you know what happens with these apartments, like I suppose just loads of apartments with each other or something. Bro, man. So the other thing I did is I went Primark and I bought like this.
Yeah, but it's not like you've got loads of like when you say apartments. It's not like you're on the top of a block or anything like that. It's like I would assume you'd be quite ventilated.
But I've been extremely uncomfortable. You can't. You really struggle.
Did it take you a whole month to realise that your sleep has been bad? You've been too hot for a month, and you've been in a new place for a month, and it was only. How did it take you a month to realise that the new room was just too hot? Did you not think like it's a month now? This new room, there must be something with this room. Or like, did it take a whole month to realise?
Yeah, it took me a whole month. The pain just
didn't drop. The first few nights thinking, right, this room is too hot. Surely after the first few nights of sweating, thinking, wow, this is a new thing for me. This room must be too hot.
I just thought maybe because the heat's gone up. Like,
so what's the solution? And why is it? Any answers to why it's red? It sounds dangerous.
It does, did it?
Just get out of there.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what to do, bro. Because
If you called the landlord and said, "Look, my grow egg is telling me red," how would you explain this?
I don't know what to do, bro. I was watching.
Do you have the window open?
So I opened the window
Fine.
to see how low it goes.
Do you have it open? Oh, you probably don't have it.
I do.
Oh, you do, right,
yeah.
right.
So when I opened the window, the room temperature did go down to about 26. Yeah,
Still,
1 degree.
yes.
Yeah, which is still too hot. I need to get to 18, between 18 and 21.
You need to get to at least
At this point, I'll be happy with 22, 21. 21.
Would you go blue for the sake of it, or would you stay red?
I'd
Currently,
prefer blue than
yeah,
red.
because obviously you can wrap
Because
up.
you can wrap up,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, it'd be quite cozy.
Yeah.
So you would go blue.
Yeah.
But you're red.
Yeah,
Fine.
right now I'm red. So so I opened the window and then I put the grow egg next to the window, and then I realised that that's unjust because that's not showing me the temperature of the room
Yeah.
because it's right next to a window.
Yeah.
So it went down to about 22.5. So by the way, even next to a window, it's still above what it needs to be. It just went to orange basically. No, it went to about 23, which is orange.
Still orange.
Well,
yeah.
we need yellow,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
End of the story
Yep.
is that last night was the first night of my grow egg.
Yeah.
And there's no solution.
I was going to say, it's not like the grower can be like, okay, fine, we found the problem, and this is what you have to do. It's just like, yeah, it's
Well,
red.
I had a fan.
Yeah.
And so I got the fan because last time we bought a fan, and when I didn't need it, I just put it under the bed. So I got it out of under the bed, but now it doesn't work. So no fan.
Broken
now.
fan.
Broken
No
fan.
fans.
And
Just the red room.
yeah, and also, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, I went to Primark and I bought a really thin blanket for £4.
And you're using that?
And I used that instead of my duvet, and that helped a bit.
That's
So
good.
I was less like sweaty.
I mean, what is the solution? You have to just buy a new fan, I suppose.
Does that cool down a room though?
It would,
Enough.
It would cool down a room, yeah. It's that on aircon. I don't recommend aircon.
Well, that's why I wasn't sweating in all these hot countries because obviously they have aircon, which I didn't.
We just got aircon put in the salon.
Oh, like actual aircon system.
Aircon system in
amazing.
St Albans salon, yeah.
Oh, amazing. So is it in the roofs? In the roof?
In the roofs,
the
it's
ceiling?
in the goes out of the wall. It's not in the ceiling, no. It's in the wall on the wall and goes outside.
Oh, nice. That must have been an expensive job.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Better get on them haircuts.
I actually don't
Better
think
get
that
chopping.
I
meat.
don't think in England you need necessarily an aircon.
Why did you get aircon in
It's
men's
ridiculous,
sport?
isn't it?
That is redonkulous.
I know.
You're the UK director, bro. Fix up.
It is ridiculous. It's the staff in there. Everyone's complaining so much. And do you know what? I did do one day in there and it was ridiculously hot. But ultimately, out of the year, it's like maybe 10 days of like.
It's never going to be on, really.
Nah.
It's going to be on maybe.
But there's heating. It's heating
True,
as well.
true,
So to be honest, in the winter when they complain, they can put the heating on as well. But I don't recommend it. I
Well,
think it's
now you've
unnecessary.
got it.
I think it's unnecessary.
That is very unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably just get a fan. I won't get AC installed in a flat that I don't own.
You shouldn't do that.
Do a favour for the landlord when I leave. There you go.
And I assumed, cool. Like once you get the once you get it installed, you can just take it with you, and that's the money you're putting into the thing. You're just taking it with you. But now it's actually quite cheap. The actual aircon, it's the installation which is more expensive. So.
Also, if you leave this place, whoever next would have AC.
Yeah, unless I
You
choose to
don't
take
have a
it just to
nice
spite
feel.
them.
That's a nice favour that you did them. I mean, you don't plan on leaving.
I didn't even want to bring it up. I'm not overly. I mean, I never really okayed it either. It was just like lots of complaining. Someone suggested it, and it just got it got processed somehow. So, and it was like 3 or 4 days of it getting installed. It was busy and it was messy, and it was just.
And you just sit there looking at your back, your balance sheets decreasing.
Just went to sleep really hungry.
Oh man! But yeah, look. So I haven't got a solution. So right now,
I'd get a fan if I was you.
Yeah,
Don't
probably.
need to spend
That's
thousands of pounds. Just get a little fan.
well, I was
You'll be
thinking
fine.
I wanted to get that Dyson.
That's
fan
good. Yeah, that's a good idea.
because that's quite quiet, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quiet.
But it's very expensive. It's like £400. I can't.
I mean, you probably buy that
£400
once, and you'll have that just forever, and it'll be quite a nice thing to have. But it's expensive, yeah.
We had it in the office and it wasn't great.
Nah.
But that's because it's a big office.
In a room, it'd
in a
probably be
little bedroom,
perfect.
probably,
Yeah,
yeah.
perfect.
I was googling it and it said that if you get frozen bottles of water and you put them in front of a fan, it cools the room down quicker.
Does it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Makes sense.
yeah. I've never read so much.
Completely frozen blocks of ice. Yeah, makes sense.
No.
Yeah.
Well, look, she said bottled water.
Yeah, but which would technically be just big blocks of ice, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Frozen.
ice
You say
would
frozen
be wet.
water?
Ice would be wet. Whereas at least the frozen water is ice, but it's in a bottle.
I know. No one's denying that it's not. It's not contained by something, but it's just ice, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's ice, as in like it's ice within a bottle.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's not just sitting there.
You don't know, the plastic might help.
I wonder if you've got like a big plate with a big lump of ice and put it in front of it, whether that would be even better.
It'll blow all the water around.
Try it for your room.
No, I'm not trying that. I'm not doing that.
Buy a huge lump of ice and just put a fan in front of it.
I'm not doing it.
And go to sleep.
Anyway, so me being me, I decided to take the plug out of the grow egg and I tried it in every room in the house to see how much.
How are the other
different
rooms?
Bro, the living room that you've been in, I opened the garden door fully. All the windows were open, so it was like getting a nice breeze in, and it was like 23. Still red. No, orange.
No, I think the grow egg might be broken.
No,
because that room was fine. That was what, with the window open and the doors open.
The grow egg's not broken.
Grow egg's broken.
No, it's not.
It's a faulty one.
It's not.
How can that be a red room? That's a perfect room to sleep in.
Yeah, I think it was.
I saw Lats and Nate play on the PlayStation for hours in that room.
PlayStation.
It's a beautiful vented room.
That was when there was no sofa in there though.
Now, what were they sitting on? What were they sitting on?
A stool.
2 stools.
Like one long stool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how was your week, bro? You got the AC installed this week?
Yeah, it was the very end of last week, beginning of this week. AC's there, yeah, great, all good.
You made a little announcement, didn't you, on your social media this week?
I did, yeah.
And you teased it a bit last week's episode because you said that you got to go King's. You were like, I've got to go King's Cross after this.
I don't think I said that live on the episode. I think I just told you I'm going to King's Cross.
No, I think you might have said it in the episode.
Possibly, but how quickly that happened? Yeah, but I'm going. Yeah, so Men's Spa is opening in King's Cross, which is exciting.
Allahumma barak.
Yeah,
amazing.
alhamdulillah.
So do we have timelines?
I'd like to say by the end of September.
Really?
Yeah.
September sounds like it's going to be a busy month for you.
Yeah.
Wow. And are you hiring?
Yeah. Recruiting, you mean?
Recruiting.
Yeah. Constantly recruiting.
What's
but
the
yeah,
difference between hiring and recruiting?
I suppose so. I'm hiring, but that sounds more American. Like, hey, I'm hiring.
If you say it in an American
recruiting barbers.
You know what? You're right. If you say it in an American accent, it sounds more American. Yeah.
But I think it sounds more of an American statement anyway. I'm hiring.
I'm recruiting.
Are you hiring?
Yeah,
Say that again.
I'm recruiting.
You okay? You're right.
So
I'm currently recruiting. Men's Spa is recruiting, always looking for talent, young, passionate individuals, and old. So it's exciting. The next project on the list.
Would you consider someone who hasn't cut hair before?
Would I consider hiring someone as a barber who's never cut hair before?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Okay.
As a barber, no, but as another job role, we have got people who work for the company who don't cut hair.
Okay.
As you know.
Yeah.
But if someone said, I don't cut any hair, but can you hire me as a barber? I'd probably say maybe train a little bit.
How does one apply to work in the King's Cross store?
Recruitment at menspar.co.uk.
Nice.
Or drop me a DM.
Nice.
And we'll go from there. It's good. I'm just basically going to do like a day of interviews. I've got a lot of people coming forward.
You like your interview process, don't you?
I don't necessarily like it, but it's essential. It's essential.
I've seen you.
I'll be honest. I don't like it that much because I obviously love meeting people in the sense of people who want to come and work for us, and that is great. But
yeah, you're very sociable. And
it's
friendly.
It takes if you have a lot of interviews booked in, you'll be surprised after you've done a few. It really wears you out. You don't really give you don't really get. Yeah.
I did interviews like 2-3 years ago. Remember when?
I remember.
Mahdi,
yeah.
And Mahdi was the first interviewee of the day.
He was the first. Yeah.
He was the first, and as soon as I had my interview with him, I pretty much decided that I wanted to hire him.
Yeah.
And I had maybe 7-8 other people come throughout the day, and I was just so disinterested in every interview. And it's so bad.
But you have to ask them questions and try and
Well, I was really set on Matty. It was such an amazing interview, and he ticked every box for me. So I was like, so I went for every interview, and then by the end of it, I ended up just giving him a call and saying, bro, it's a no-brainer. You got the job.
Yeah, but you kind of knew that already.
Yeah, I knew it already. Well, guess what? He graduated yesterday.
Mashallah.
He got first in his degree.
Excellent.
In economics.
Amazing.
What a clever man.
Yeah, good man.
I was about to say boy.
That's an interesting period, wasn't it? I used to see him all the time. I haven't seen him for a long time. He's a good boy. Good guy.
He's a good
man. Good man. He's a good man. Yeah. We had some interviews when I went to Jordan, when I went over to the Middle East.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, which was interesting, talking about interviews. had to interview had some really strange answers, really bizarre answers from like grown men asking like really basic interview questions. Had some bizarre answers, yeah. It's really bizarre.
Did you find the language barrier there? Was there a language barrier?
There was a language barrier. I had someone
translating.
Yeah.
What language do they speak?
Arabic.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So obviously translating just a small amount.
So you could say khalas.
Yeah. No, obviously small.
Oh man.
Actually, some of the people started their interview by saying Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim.
Really?
Which is cool.
I suppose the Arabic in Jordan must be, because every country has like their dialect,
exactly,
don't they?
yeah.
Because they say that if you were to learn Fusha, and then you were to go to like Morocco, even though the Moroccan Arabic, they could still call it Arabic, it's very, very different.
Very different, yeah.
Yeah. I remember once someone taught me was teaching me Arabic back in... No, we don't need to go into this story, actually.
Sorry?
Someone was teaching me Arabic back in university days.
Okay.
And this is when I had no Arabic tongue. And they taught me that yes was ah.
Ah.
Yeah. But I think like in a certain place, that's like the slang way of saying like you know, like it's like me saying like.
So when someone's in an Arab country, like Faisal, like ah.
They could still say completely wrong, yeah. But anyway, that happened.
No.
And so yeah, so that sounds like a good. Your week is generally quite like samey, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah. But I moved house also.
Oh yeah, how did that go?
Yeah, it was interesting. It was good. So it's been a very eventful week. It's been a very eventful week.
Are you in your new house now?
In my new house, yeah. I live in my new house.
Were you like a excited little boy choosing your room?
No.
Oh, I want this room.
What the hell?
Is that what you did? And then,
do that impression again, sorry?
And then,
do that impression of me again, Faisal.
And then Zayden's like, oh, Dad, I want this room. No, this is my room.
What the hell?
Is that what happened? Were you fighting with your son over rooms?
Wasn't quite like that.
No, how did it go? Go on, tell me.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
So,
But one thing I will say
is
that man in a van is the better way to go because it is because I actually planned to do it all myself. So I hired a van, had a friend to help, had it all organised, did it. But the effort, the energy, the time, everything that went into it, and the money that went into it, it just wasn't worth it because we only did so much that the next day I had to hire a man in a van. 2 men came, huge moving van, lifted it all up, did it all, and they basically did whatever I hadn't done the day before, which wasn't that much. But I was just thinking, for the money that I hired the van with, was the same amount for the man in the van, and they would have done the whole house in one move, and I wouldn't have had to lift a finger. So for me, the value, well, obviously, like if you're going to spend, so let's just say it's 70 quid, which I think it was about 70 quid, either 70 quid to 2 men doing everything for you, or 70 quid to you doing it all yourself, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
And lesson learnt. I'm not going to do it again. And I gave it a crack. I thought I could do the whole thing by myself, no problem. Had the van, everything boxed up, but I just had a lot of stuff, man. When you go from house to flat to apartment to a house, and all the stuff you build in a house, you had to move a lot of stuff. And my advice to people would be get a man in the van.
So have you let go of the other house now?
Yeah, it's gone. Yeah.
Okay. There wasn't a transition period like
I had the other one when I had the other one.
Nice.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I had the new one when I had the old one.
And so,
which sounds almost better than it is because one of them's got nothing in it and like empty, so it's not like you can enjoy one of them. One of them is like an empty, dusty shell.
But at least you definitely got it.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Did you settle? Have you settled in?
Have we settled in?
Like, is everything settled? Like you moved everything in and
everything's in. It's getting there.
Because I remember you saying that you were going to get a new bed.
I haven't got a new bed.
Oh, you haven't got that one yet. You showed it to me. Remember?
Which one was it?
It was quite something, Sam.
Yeah, I haven't got the bed yet.
And what about sofas? Are you using the same sofa?
Got the same sofa because it wasn't old. Yeah, no, do you know what? It's nice. It looks much. All my furniture looks much nicer. Everything. My old house, everything was quite dark. It was grey walls. Not far from this. Do you remember? It was grey. Everybody remember?
I can't remember.
It's quite dark, which I thought I loved, but now everything's light. Everything looks almost bigger and open, and furniture looks nicer and fresher, and it's just nicer.
Well, they say your like the colour of the walls and stuff affect your mood.
They do say that, and I agree with that. It's definitely true. Obviously, some colours make you hungry, some make you angry, some make you cold, some make you warm. But I had grey. It literally was pretty much the same as that. My sofa was grey, and everything is kind of grey. didn't look depressed, but it was kind of after being somewhere now which is all light and stuff. It's nicer. It's nicer to be in like a white painted room than a grey painted room.
You know what's a really depressing colour, bro?
What?
Brown. I think brown walls. I think I might have had brown walls once, but brown walls is such a depressing colour. When do you ever get your painter decorator in and they're like, "What colour do you want in the
Brown.
house?" And you say brown. Oh yeah, I fancy.
It's true. It's not the most requested colour.
When I go home, I want to be sad. I want to be depressed. I want to feel lonely. Give me brown.
Give me brown walls. I wouldn't pick it, mate.
Shall I see what other colour we don't like? Green. Like I like green, but not on walls, bro.
Nah.
We in our bathroom we've got tiles and like it has like I think like there's a stripe of green on
Yeah,
the
like
tiles.
that. Interesting, because my old bathroom had all green tiles and I quite liked it. Remember what I did in 59? Everything was green.
Yeah.
Well, you didn't like that at the time. You've been polite.
No, I did like it, but that's not a house. I wouldn't want to live in 59. Just like I like
You're like, the little bit of green. Yeah. All my old shop was tiled green. You never mentioned a thing. You never mentioned once that you didn't like it. In fact, you told me that you loved it.
It's all coming out.
I know.
Bro, you know what it is? I also like, if I was to have a shop or like a studio, like a fashion garden studio or stuff, I like the rustic look. But I would hate to have a rustic house. Imagine a rustic looking house.
I think if it's done in a nice way, I think it'd be nice.
I just saw in the news that there was this house that that you can buy for £800,000 in Hackney. It's just like it's a 4-bedroom house at 800 grand. And the special thing about the house is that it has a pub inside the house.
Really?
Yeah. Which is weird. And they've got pictures. And they said the other special thing about the house is that the kitchen is like a Victorian kitchen. And I looked at it and I thought, the first thing I would do, the selling point of this house, by the way, is like the kitchen, yeah? The first thing I would do is rip that kitchen out and get a brand new kitchen.
Yeah.
From like MFI.
Yeah.
Do MFI still exist? Do you remember MFI?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had our first kitchen from them guys. They cost an arm and a leg. I didn't pay for it as a kid. I just remember them costing an arm and a leg. I remember my dad being really sad about it.
Really?
I think it was very expensive.
They are expensive kitchens, bathrooms. They're all expensive.
Oh, man. Apparently, the best kitchen that you can get is like a German kitchen. Have you heard that?
No, but I can believe that.
Yeah, I know someone who works for a German kitchen brand and he fits German kitchens.
Does he?
Yeah.
What's the difference, really?
It's true, bro. Kitchen's a kitchen.
Sounds nice, though.
But if I think...
If you said my kitchen's German, it sounds, ooh.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think that if I had... do you know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of people who... You know when you ask them what car they have? And then they'll be like, "Oh, I've got Mercedes. I only buy German cars." I don't understand that because I'm not into cars. So if someone was to ask me where my car is from, zero idea. I think it's British.
I was thinking that myself. Must be British.
If someone say, "Face, what car do you have?" I say, I've got Vauxhall. I only buy British cars. It doesn't have the same ring to it, does it?
Don't cheers it as you say it.
I only buy British cars, mate. But yeah, people are really like prideful of that, aren't they? Like,
German whips.
Yeah, German. Yeah. Oh, I think BMW and that are German, aren't they?
Yeah.
Or I remember, I think perhaps my dad or someone in my family, I think generally Asians, they buy Japanese cars. So I think my dad used to only buy Hondas back in the day. And he used to be like,
I noticed that in Asian men. Why is that?
Only trust Japanese cars.
Really?
Yeah.
So what it is?
No idea. Yeah, apparently. Toyota, I think, might be Japanese as well.
Yeah.
Weird.
Uncles love it.
I mean, cars are cars, bro. It gets me to be.
Now, some have got better reputations than others, haven't they?
But I'm surely if they're on the level where they can sell to the mass public, that they will pass certain tests, bro.
Of course, but you do hear like some cars generally have more issues than other cars, etc.
What would you guess Range Rover is, nationality-wise?
English.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Land Rover, Range Rover. Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm going to say? Range Rover. We're French.
We're gonna get schooled on the comments. Yeah, it might be like Lithuanian.
As far as I'm aware, it's one of the most British car companies in the world, isn't it?
Yeah, a good old Range. I remember when I first realised...
Take a guess, sorry. Where would you think Range Rover are from? Land Rover. Where do you think they're from?
I would say like... Italian.
I can understand where you get that. Yeah, I suppose the range sounds...
Maybe, because it could be convertible. Because Vauxhall, what does Vauxhall sound like? Well, British. I think it is British. BMW could be anything. If it was German, it would have been like, I don't know, BMW, but with the German letters, which is what? I don't know. Anyway, my point still stands.
Yeah.
With the kitchen,
Yeah.
with the kitchen, if I could design my own kitchen, I think that is one of the dreams. And I wouldn't go to advice because what I would want is, like, for example, I would want my coffee machine like built into the kitchen seamlessly, so it doesn't look, because I don't like right now, because I don't have the luxury of designing my own kitchen. All of my kitchen products, like the coffee machine or the kettle or the microwave, they're all like on the countertop, which I'm sure is the case for everyone. But imagine if like it was all like seamlessly inside the kitchen, blurred in.
Blurred in?
Yeah.
What do you mean by blurred in?
No, sorry, like merged in.
Merged in?
Yeah.
Just hidden, you mean? Hidden?
Yeah.
Like the microwave hidden?
Like in the wall.
Yeah, like hidden.
Yeah.
Or blurred. Hidden or blurred, whatever word you want to pick to describe it.
But yeah, so
that sounds nice, yeah.
Yeah, so one day I'm going to get a German kitchen.
That'd be nice. Inshallah.
What's your kitchen, by the way?
What is my kitchen?
Yeah, what nationality?
I think Norwegian.
I like green tiles though. Yeah, green tiles are good.
Yeah.
59, green tiles amazing.
Yeah.
Did you see the Boris Johnson debate?
No, I didn't, mate. I didn't.
If you don't want to go into it. I thought
I'm surprised you're bringing it up.
Yeah, I know. I watched it. It's mad, bro. It's like two kids having an argument.
Yeah.
It's so
entertain it
childish.
too much.
Yeah.
You're getting more into politics these days, aren't you?
No, I was just intrigued by that. Let me ask you a question.
Please.
You know, someone we've spoken about before in the podcast is Jordan Peterson.
Yeah.
Perhaps he's the guy who is somewhat controversial, but anyway, he's a psychologist, and he has a book, and the book's called 12 Rules of Life. And I'm kind of listening to it now, and this first chapter is called "Stand Up Straight with Your Shoulders Back," and the essence of it is basically saying that you need to present yourself in a way physically that you don't get taken for a mug, basically, and also if you respect yourself, you give off that vibe. So if you stand with like your shoulders down, your head down, your chest in, you give off the vibe that you're weak and stuff like that. But when you stand up straight with your shoulders back, so this book basically is like his book of saying like these are the 12 things that you need to adhere by to like live a successful life, right? And like I said, the first one is stand up tall with your shoulders back. So I wanted to discuss that and see what your thoughts were on that, because I think there's a lot of that we can even relate to. Like standing confidently and stuff. Like the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he would walk like he has something to do, right? Like not just walk slowly. And then the second rule was treat yourself how you treat something like treat yourself how you treat how you treat yourself like you deserve or something, or no, treat yourself like you're something you care about. The point is of the second chapter is that people treat their pets better than they treat themselves, and I thought that didn't make. Here you go. Treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. That's what it is. So when when you're responsible for someone, I thought this is an amazing title, because let's say for example your son, yeah, doctor gives your son medicine because he's got something. You're responsible for your son, and so let's say the doctor says, look, he has to take this medicine for 1 week every morning and every evening. You're going to make sure that your son takes the tablet every morning and every evening without a shadow of a doubt in it, because you're responsible for him and you care for him. But when it comes to yourself, they done a study to see how many people, if they went to doctors, if they got a tablet, how many people would actually finish the course. And it was such a small amount of people. Some would never even take the tablet. Some would start taking it, but they won't finish, and because when they start feeling better, they just stop. Others would take it back irregularly, and some would like. Like they just wouldn't take it on time and stuff like that. So, but that's with themselves. But then they didn't. I think they did a study then on people with pets, and if your pet was not well, and the vet gave your dog like a medication, his food, you would make sure your dog eats food. Point is, you're treating your dog better than you treat yourself.
Yeah. Does that go for everyone, or is obviously that's what the study says?
I think that goes for everyone. I would argue that you probably treat your children better than you treat yourself.
Yeah, it's interesting, very interesting.
But why? If you want to be the best version of Sam, and so that you can give more to, for example, your kids and to life and to
it's very
the
interesting.
person, why do you treat yourself worse than you treat everyone else? Or not everyone else, but just worse, you treat the people who you're responsible for, or the things that you're responsible for. It's true, innit?
Yeah. It's like it's later. I don't know how to describe it.
I think medication was the best.
Yeah, of course.
Example.
Yeah, because you'd make sure that
Yeah.
whoever you're looking after just has done what you've told to do, but yourself you'd feel better. You just allow it. Yeah, it's true.
Or how often
Do you think
have you
like-
thought about how often have you thought about something and then thought I need to go to doctors for this, but then you just don't go in it.
But then if you say someone that you're looking after needs to go to the doctors, you'd ensure that they go there
You might
straight
even
away.
book their appointment for them.
Yeah, that's very interesting. It's very interesting. I haven't thought about it like that. Did you ask me a question about it?
I was just saying, like, I was just kind of
My
reflecting.
thoughts. Yeah, no, it's definitely one to reflect on. It's interesting, isn't it? Who knows why? I've got no answer to why that could possibly be true, but it's definitely true.
Well, so in his second chapter, he's basically saying change that.
Change that, obviously, yeah. So it's 12 chapters, and each one has got.
A rule for life.
Is there a particular order for it?
I suppose.
Do you know the 12 chapters?
No, I can read them to you.
Yeah,
he done like a keynote where he.
Is this also? Sorry to interrupt you. Is this another new book from last week? What were you on
This
last
is a
week?
new book. Yeah, I'm on a new book now.
What were you on last week again?
It was called the book I was on last week sounds very scammy, but it's not. It was more so because of the author. But it's called "I Will Teach You to Be Rich," but it's not like
Fine. Yeah,
it's-
fine.
it-
And the one before that was.
It's more about saving and stuff. The one before that was 4-Hour Work Week. I think.
Good.
Okay, so this book, the chapters of this, rule 1: stand up straight with your shoulders
And
back.
you finished that?
So yeah, finish that chapter. What, the book?
No, the chapter.
Yeah, finish the
Yeah.
chapter. Stand up straight with your shoulders back. Rule 2: treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping. Rule 3: make friends with people who want the best for you. Rule 4: compare yourself to who you were yesterday, not to someone else, not to who someone else is today. That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, he's good.
Rule 5: do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. Rule 6: set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Which I think that's I haven't even got to this chapter,
Nah.
but that's so true, bro. Like, and it goes to what we were talking about off mic maybe last week. We were saying that it's so easy for us to look outwards and criticize everyone, but we all as humans need fixing ourselves. That we
Yeah.
should always look inwards.
Yeah.
Rule 7: pursue what is meaningful, not what is expedient.
Yeah.
I don't know what that word means.
Okay.
Rule 8: tell the truth, or at least don't lie. Rule 9: assume that. How weird is that? Tell the truth, or at least don't lie. Again, we haven't read that yet, but how much does that relate to having vague speech in Islam?
Yeah, sure.
innit?
Exactly.
Like in Islam, you just can't lie no matter what,
Mhm.
but you can use vague speech in certain
Yeah.
instances.
Yeah.
That's such an interesting title. Rule 9: assume the person you are listening to might know something you don't. Oh, and I think based on the keynote that he was giving, I think the essence of that is that you can learn something from everyone, which is something that you said to me before as well. Rule 10: be precise in your speech. That's something I could help with, being a bit more direct. Rule 11: do not bother children when they are skateboarding. And rule 12: pet a cat.
Do you not bother children when they're skateboarding?
Yeah. Obviously, like that's probably a metaphor for something.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And then rule 12 is pet a cat when you encounter one on the street. Maybe that's like
Metaphor for
means-
something as well.
Maybe that could be a metaphor for like take things in. Don't just like walk past. I don't know.
Maybe you can tell us next week.
Yeah.
Interesting. And how many chapters have you got through?
Just the first one. I'm on the second one now. I only started it.
Well, you were
2 days
slouching a little bit this morning, to be fair.
Sorry?
I thought you were slouching a little bit this morning when I saw you, to be fair.
ago. Yeah, probably. I'm a sloucher, man.
Now, was it a beneficial chapter?
Yeah.
What did you get from it?
Stand up straight with your shoulders back.
Is that
Basically, what you get from it is that people take you for like you need to present yourself. If you don't want to be taken for mug, you need to present yourself a bit. It's not having arrogance. It's about like not being taken for like someone who's weak.
Yeah.
And your body language does show a lot about yourself, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. But it's all mostly on body language, yeah? Just literally how you're standing.
Yeah, it's about body language. So my but it gives examples of like the animal world, like different animals who do that and how they are perceived and stuff like that. But what I actually started doing is yesterday I actively recognized myself like standing tall with my shoulders back.
How did it feel?
And even you feel different.
You do, yeah.
You even feel different. Like I was in the car, and as I was into it, I was like slouching even in the car. And so in the car, I sat up my shoulders back and carried on driving. And I felt like
Powerful.
I can't really explain it. It's like
confident.
Yeah, maybe confident and also like
ready.
Yeah. Rather than I'm a weak little man.
Like normal.
Yeah, like normal.
It's good that you felt something other than that
for once. Yeah. And then I forgot about that chapter. Then I went back to being a weak little man. Nah, it was good. It was good. So I'm going to try and practice that. Chapter 1 is... I'm going to try and practice chapter 1.
Yeah.
By the way, that book that I read last week, I skimmed through it because I missed chapters because it was not great, man. I wouldn't recommend it.
Nah. Okay.
And that was the guy I was singing and dancing about last week.
Yeah.
His book was... I shouldn't say that because...
You got something good out of it.
I shouldn't say that because I DM'd him last week and I said...
Asking if you'd be on the thing.
No, I said to him like, oh, we spoke about you in the podcast, like, hope you check it out. And he replied...
Saying... Oh really?
You know that emoji?
Oh yeah. Well, just the two hands.
Yeah, the two hands.
Don't just
with the two hands with the star in the middle.
When I asked you, what did he say? Don't just act out an emoji, bruv. Tell me, I don't know what you're doing, bruv. I don't know what you're doing, bruv. Don't do that.
He just put the two hands in.
What is that? Is that like
the two hands in the star?
And the star. What does that mean?
It's like saying, "Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm with you."
Yeah, it's
anyway,
good.
That's all he said. So I'm assuming he didn't actually, because I actually said in the DM. Do you want me to read the DM to you?
Go on.
It sounds quite beggy actually, but...
Does it sound like you?
I said, where is he? I said, hey Ramit, we're super inspired by you on the Tim Ferriss show. Downloaded your book this week. Actually spoke about you and your finance organisation to our listeners on our podcast this week. Would be awesome if you checked it out. I cut up a clip to make it easier for you. And then he replied with that. And
okay, that one. Yeah, that one.
There you are.
And you liked it.
Yeah. I sent him all of that.
Yeah.
And he sent me that. No, but that is nice of him to reply. Because that means you that means you replied to his DMs.
Which says more than some people. That's good.
Oh, yeah. You're just looking through my DMs now.
I'm not going on Ramit's page to see how many photos you've liked. That's good.
Yeah, he's still very inspiring, but and it's so nice of him to reply.
So are you going to DM him and say, by the way, really on this week's podcast, I actually told everyone to stay away from your book. Have a good day.
No, but I didn't. With emoji. But do you know what it is, bro? Because a lot of I find some of these books about finances difficult because a lot of them, a big part of finances, bro, and investing and stuff like that is based on interest. So I have to skip those chapters because we're not on that. So. A lot of it is like that. And plus, he said a lot of things that I think financially aware people, not saying that I am financially aware, but financially aware people have already heard before.
Yeah.
Like planning ahead and stuff like that. So I wanted more from it, especially because it was a New York Times bestseller. I still finished the book. I got through it, but I just skimmed through I missed some chapters and stuff. Yeah. And then I started this 12 Rules of Life with a really negative mindset because I know Jordan Peterson once or twice has said things about Islam which... I don't know about, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? Mm. But he's a psychologist, and you can still gain benefit from a psychological perspective on things. So
it sounds interesting. You're one chapter in, so you don't know whether you can necessarily recommend it to people yet or not. I
think I can recommend it because I have watched the entire keynote about the book. So it's this keynote where he explains each chapter, and it's like an hour long, and I watched that whole hour, or maybe even longer. And I watched that, so I know the book is generally good, but I now want to hear. Unless I find another book that I like. I've got another book downloaded. Shall I show you the other books that I have?
Please.
I can't read all of them out to you.
What's your favourite book you've ever read?
Look at the book, the second to last book.
What's your favourite book you've ever read?
You don't read it out loud.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of swearing in it.
Has it?
I was struggling to get through it.
You should avoid that.
But I thought it was a book about being... you know what, bro? Let's go read out the title.
No.
Bro. Why?
I don't want to fall into sin. Magic. How to do... Oh,
the life changing.
Sorry.
No, not that.
I know which one. I'm not going to read it. Why would I read it?
Well, for the listeners at home, because they're part of our family, the book is called Calm the F Word Down.
There's two stars, so technically it doesn't say the F word.
Yeah, it doesn't say the F word. It could be anything, but I wouldn't recommend it. I didn't get through it. It's too sweary. It's just constant swear words.
Would you not maybe guess that from the title of the book?
I thought that people try and have catchy titles
to catch you,
and I thought it was a book about being a bit more relaxed, which it is about, but it's just.
Sorry.
Every other word, bro,
So I
is
clicked
a
on
swear word.
I clicked on. I will
Rabbit.
teach you how to be rich, not guilty.
And I've got this other book that I haven't started reading. What's it called?
Which one? The bottom.
Oh, did I read that?
The life-changing
listen to
magic of not giving.
Yeah, that one was too swear-wordy as well. So anyway, it's the same author who I read that I actually. So I was in the airport. I think maybe when we were going Gambia or Dubai or something together, and I walked past and I saw this title and it obviously struck out to me. I was like, oh, I need to learn how to be a bit more relaxed. So I got both of these books, and yeah, just too sweary, way too sweary.
Any benefit from them?
Like the essence of them, I think, was like don't care as much about what people think. If you're just not on it, don't do it. Like don't, for the sake of pleasing people. If like someone's inviting you to a get together that literally it would take time out of your work, take time out of your family time, you don't have concern for, like allow it. You know what I mean? That was the essence of it, of the book. But obviously, as Muslims, we should accept invites.
Not to to a big party, you just said.
What was the party? That's it. I said get together. I made sure I said
Okay,
that.
so.
But the get together could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anyone has any book recommendations that are non-fiction, I'm kind of. I'll be intrigued. I kind of want to download. I kind of want to listen to the book. It's called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone, but I'm worried about it being too.
10X Rule.
Yeah, I'm worried about it being too like scammy, too like, you know.
Too
scammy.
what? Scammy.
Yeah. I want to read 0 to 1, so we'll see. Anyway, guess what? We had Jibril on the podcast. Yeah, and I haven't put the episode out, but he spoke about him getting married in Australia. So he was divorced, and then he got married again. He got married in Australia, and about 2 weeks ago he just had a daughter.
Really?
Yeah.
Mashallah.
In Australia. Yeah.
Mashallah. Is he there now?
No, he just got back.
Just got back.
2 days ago. Yeah, he got back. He landed. He was like, "Yo, let's do an episode." So I was like, "Yeah, cool." So he wanted to talk about it all, and he spoke about it. It was really interesting. So maybe that'll be out soon.
Wow.
Very interesting. Yeah.
I didn't realise he was in the country.
Yeah, he literally landed like the day before.
Wow. Mashallah.
Should we take a break?
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking about replacing the, I have a YouTube channel, Faisal Chowdhury.
Yeah.
Or just Faisal. And obviously we have the Freshly Guided YouTube channel. But I don't use the Faisal YouTube channel anymore, right? So I was thinking, what do you think about this idea? Is that I rename, because it's got 27,000 followers on it, subscribers.
Interesting.
I was thinking renaming that to Freshly Grounded Vlogs. And then we go on holidays and we vlog the holidays.
It's a nice idea, yeah. It's very
That's
nice
work.
idea.
That's work,
Nice
bro.
idea still. Yes,
Because I think people love the Dubai vlogs.
That's what I was just saying about do a thing. Just like do like the Dubai vlogs were good. Gambia vlogs were good. Yeah, they're good.
What I could even do is like unlist all the other vlogs apart from the ones that are of me and you.
You've totally finished doing Faisal Chowdhury videos.
I think so.
Okay.
Well, I just don't have time for them anyway.
Yeah.
I do
I know,
enjoy
of course,
them.
yeah.
But then when me and you are away for Freshly Grounded related work, I have time because all I'm there for is Freshly Grounded.
Yeah.
So maybe we could, maybe I could turn it to Freshly Grounded vlogs and then like we do more vlogging Freshly Grounded, even when we're in the UK, bro. Like when we're down for an episode or something, or if I'm
that's a good
if we've
idea.
got meetings and stuff.
It's a good idea. I would hate to not see any more of your videos though. Your videos are very entertaining.
But I could just do it but for Freshly Grounded.
Yeah, do it. Do you enjoy putting those videos together?
I do.
Yeah, I bet. They look a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Watch
they
you
are
do
fun.
them as well.
Yeah.
The Dubai ones were the best.
Yeah, I really missed that, man.
It was just funny. It was just funny watching you edit them and then them going up and then it's just it was funny, man. Funny. We should go back to Dubai.
Yeah.
I think I say that on every episode.
We should but what do you think about that? Doing that?
Yeah, it's a good idea, yeah. What you asking me? Would I be in your vlogs for Freshly Grounded and when we go away can we vlog? Yeah, absolutely.
But I'm also saying, would you be willing to travel a lot more to lovely destinations?
Present something
for
to me.
free.
Yeah, for free. Present something to me, and yeah, inshallah, Maldives would be nice. Good place for a vlog. Hawaii, I've heard is very good, good for vlogging this time of year.
Bali.
Bali's
Australia,
nice.
first class
Oh.
flights because work.
Okay, fine. So who's going to sponsor?
I have no idea. Yeah, right now we can't do that. Yeah, man. So anyway, I was thinking about. On a serious note, I was thinking about renaming that YouTube channel to
It's a nice
Freshly
idea,
Grounded
man.
Vlogs, and just I don't know, keeping our vlogs. But then I don't know, should I keep the all of the vlogs that I've done in the past anyway up on that channel?
I don't think you should get rid of them, but I don't know.
Unlist them. Nah,
I don't know. It's good.
because they also
Surprised you're saying all
they're
this.
also a bit embarrassing. 'Cause
Reckon?
I think I grow.
Yeah, definitely,
I
definitely,
grew a bit as a person.
definitely.
In height and in
I don't think it's healthy to leave things on the internet of you when you're younger, because I think as you grow older, you grow and you grow up, and naturally, you don't know. I think you want to leave some things in the past. So maybe some of them. Would you want to represent yourself? Someone going on an old vlog of yours and watching it?
Probably not, unless they were to see my journey, which is
Of
nice
course,
to see the journey.
Of course. Someone
like-
might be interested in doing something with you. They go, do you know what? I'm going to do some research on this guy. Click on YouTube. The first one they come is a very old one. They click on it, and that's their assumption made. I mean, they're not looking at how many years ago it was uploaded or whatever. This is just how he. I'm not saying you represent yourself in a bad way at all,
No,
but
I know.
it might be a bit of a younger version than you are now, because you're definitely matured since I've known you. I don't know. I even delete old pictures on Instagram. I think, do you know what? I just want to be
You're
known
not
for.
like that
I want to be known for what I'm now, rather than when I was younger. I'd like to think that part of self-development and moving forward is always getting better and improving. So obviously, I ideally want to represent yourself as how you are currently.
Well, also the beauty of YouTube is that you can just unlist them, so they don't have to delete them. They just do
Yeah,
it
so they're there.
so
But yeah.
you can always put them back. And also, like for example, if you were to see my video when I announced that I made a video on my nikah day to announce that I'm getting married, and I'm like a shy, sheepish, skinny
Really?
young boy who's like, I'm really nervous.
I'd like to
I'm
see
about
that.
to get married. You saw it, haven't you?
No, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that particular one.
Yeah, so that's the kind of stuff.
I've seen the title for it.
That's the kind of stuff where I don't know if that's something that I remain wanting on the internet.
I don't know. It's very private as well, if you think about it. It's
Yeah.
good. There's definitely an audience for it.
The good thing is, like I said, because there's a lot of these vlogs, you can see my journey.
Yeah, no, it's good.
It's got 78,000 views, that
Wow.
video.
Yeah,
Look at
I have
that.
seen this. Oh my days.
Assalamualaikum guys. Welcome to a slightly weird video. I just don't speak like that. It's so cringy, isn't it?
I know it doesn't look like it is the way I'm dressed, but like I said, we gotta dress like I wouldn't be able to get away with not dressing like this. My
Are you-
mum would probably kill me.
Why do you talk such a rude boy?
I don't know.
Wedding itself and the wedding celebrations.
I've changed a lot.
You have,
bro.
haven't you?
Yeah, I've changed a lot.
You actually got a little bit of like a little rude boy twang in your voice.
Don't think like
Wedding ain't gonna be popping, because trust me, like
Yeah, I know. It's so
cars and the,
it's so cringy,
yeah,
bro.
a little bit like moving a little bit like. Wow, he's some old 3 years ago. Just a
Yeah.
different man now.
I was a
You're
boy
a man
then,
now.
man. I was a boy
very
then.
much so. Very much so.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that stuff up, but I
Wicked.
also know that it was a time. It was a time
Wow.
when I enjoyed life. I was fun.
for
It
sure.
was fun, and it's some like cool clips.
I think they're good, man.
But then I think
It's a proper journey, though, isn't it? 'Cause
But
you-
then I think I unlist all of these ones and just keep the ones where it's like me and you on Freshly Grounded. It's like our Gambia vlogs, our Dubai vlogs, our behind the scenes footages from our promo, our behind the scenes from Freshly Grounded 100, and it just becomes like a Freshly Grounded vlog
Makes sense.
thing.
Makes sense. Some amazing videos you got here, though, man. It'd be a shame to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Can't believe how much you changed, bruv. It's good.
Would you like to have your
That was probably
Past
my
self-
favourite videos you've done.
yeah.
The first Gambia video.
yeah.
Say that again. What was the question, bro?
How would you feel about having your like last 3 years documented on video? And still,
Technically, I have kind of got it with Freshly Grounded. If you think about
That's
it,
true.
I've got me talking on Freshly Grounded. Now I'd watch it, but ugh.
yeah, because I remember when you started Freshly Grounded, you were just about to launch 59. Or
Yeah,
you
just
launched
like
it?
yeah, it's very like I've been out a lot. I've changed a lot since these times as well. No, I wouldn't, mate. Definitely not. Like I said, I would even delete like kind of like old pictures maybe, because like I said, I kind of firmly believe I want to be like represent myself as who I am today.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that doesn't mean hide the past, but the past is the past. It's irrelevant.
And it was fine when it was there,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like look, bro, like things that should cost £1, that video still exists on my channel. Like, that's embarrassing for me now.
Things that should cost £1.
Yeah, it's like made a video of like list of things that I feel should be cost.
Okay.
I didn't make any. That makes no sense, really, does it?
I'm sure it was slightly relevant at the time.
Yeah,
and people
I'm sure.
sort of, you know.
But
I even watched that not long ago, and I sent you a video of it. I watched.
Do you intend to make a book one day? Make sure you follow it.
That's not that long ago, is it?
yeah, this is
3 years-
2017, bro. January 2017. Oh man, that's so cringy, isn't it?
No, it's not cringy.
I think it is.
I don't think it was cringy. Your wedding one you showed me, but it just looks so different. How you're talking is different.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's
Interesting.
time. I think it's time to move on, man, and like maybe just keep a certain few of them, but you know, delete a bunch of them
Have
as
you
well.
got a favorite video on your channel?
I really enjoyed the Dubai vlogs.
Okay, yeah.
I really enjoyed them because it was just. I think it's for me because it was such a fun
Yeah.
week that me and you had. Like,
Yeah.
it was our first freshly grounded trip away, and we were there for work, but we really enjoyed it. I think do you know what it is? Well, I think we made the most out of that trip,
Yeah, we did, yeah. Yeah, it was really active, wasn't it? We were doing a lot of stuff. Yeah.
and we were a 1 minute walk away from like one of the biggest mosques in Dubai, and just waking up and walking over to Fajr like
Yeah.
in a mosque like that. You can't go to Fajr in a mosque like that here.
No.
It's such a big, grand mosque in the blazing heat. You wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, you get ready, you make wudu, and you walk in the heat to this like grand masjid, which for them over there is just like a normal sized mosque, and you're doing Fajr, it's just amazing.
It's a good start to the day, isn't it?
Amazing start to the day, and then we would end the day in Isha there.
Yeah.
And do you remember like things like, you know, Shahid was really big on was like, for example, us making sure like as many as our salah as possible would be in the masjid.
Yeah, standard, yeah.
We did Jummah there.
We did.
Yeah, man.
It was
But
a nice
like,
masjid.
maybe you just can't recreate experiences like that though. Like they're like one of, so that's why I don't mind that if we do other freshly grounded stuff abroad, that it is in other locations, because for example, if we were to do Dubai again, maybe we'd be
I'm not saying we want to try and recreate it. I'm
Yeah.
sure we'll have a better time this time, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying with the things that come with Dubai, from
Yeah,
what
it's
we're
true.
after, it caters for us a lot, and also with good guests and stuff over there. So I think it just caters for it.
Do you think you could get that from Indonesia?
Yeah, but I'm
Because
just
is Indonesia a Muslim country?
yeah,
So I'm assuming a lot of stuff is halal there.
yeah.
I'd be very
It's a
intrigued to
Muslim
go to
country.
Indonesia.
So would I.
You've been once, right? Or
No, I've never
nearby?
been. Never been.
Yeah. It's interesting.
It's on the list.
So have you been training, Sam?
Little bit.
Because you're looking like...
Don't do it.
No, you
Don't be
are.
horrible. Don't be horrible.
No. Genuinely, bro. You look like you got some biceps on you, bro.
Shut up.
No word of a
Nah.
lie. No word of a lie. You brought the guns out to the FG show today.
Yeah.
No, you're being shy, but
Nah, I'm not being shy. I just haven't
I'm
really
being
trained, so I
serious.
can't just sit and be
Oh,
like,
you haven't?
yeah, no, I've done a little bit, but nothing.
Yeah, you could tell you haven't.
No,
yet.
no, no,
You've
no.
got some shape.
Not as much. I've seen you on social media a lot this week, actually, in the gym. Been a lot of
Nah.
yeah. You've been in a lot of stories. Omar, I think, and Ajmal's story. Been training quite
Maybe
a
like
lot.
last week. That was like the last time.
Oh,
I went
last
to the
week.
gym. Yeah, that was like the last time I went to the gym. Literally.
Oh, was
like
it?
A week and a half ago.
I went yesterday morning.
Been jumping rope though.
Say that again, bro.
Been jumping rope though.
Jumping rope.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
I don't know if you heard of this company, bro, but it's really, really good. No joking.
Have you been carried on though? Yeah.
Yeah, I've been carrying on, and I've learnt some new tricks. I'm trying to master the side swipe. Have you seen
Okay.
people like skipping
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
swipe
yeah.
to the side? I can't do it.
Yeah. Are you skipping a lot
Yeah, I'm skipping every day.
outside your house?
Yeah, I'm like hurting my ankles and shins really hurt because they're just not used to the movements.
Yeah. You do it on grass, yeah?
Nah, concrete.
Concrete.
That's why I'm in a bit of pain.
Yeah.
And like I've got all these marks on my body from like
Jeez.
when it whips me.
When what?
Sorry, we're talking about skipping, right? Oh yeah.
And
No, there must be marks somewhere. I think I've lost them now.
it's interesting seeing those
Oh, there you
videos.
go. Can you see that? That's a whip mark.
Really?
Yeah.
Keep that to yourself. It's interesting. Interesting seeing those videos of how much you've changed in mass of your body and your shoulders, isn't it?
I know.
Yeah.
That's weird, isn't
Like a
it?
proper little unit now.
Yeah, I'm like a cuboid.
That's good.
I'm a human cuboid.
You're almost
now.
like a
But
bit
short.
Well,
Short and chunky.
Yeah, you look a lot more big.
Yeah, I was very skinny. I couldn't
Yeah.
believe it because I used to think I was fat then.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
And I mentioned that in that video that I talked about at the gym, and I said that I was extremely skinny and I used to think I was really fat.
What is that? Body dysmorphia?
Have you ever had that? Have you ever like thought you were something and you're not?
I don't know, because obviously whatever I thought, I'm still thinking I was the same. Maybe. I think if you were thinking you're really fat, you probably weren't looking in the mirror thinking that you were really fat. You're probably just thinking
You're normal.
I don't know. No, I'm just giving for you. How did you look in the mirror and say you were fat?
I had belly, bro.
Okay, fine. So
So my frame was skinny.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you would look at me, you would say, "Oh, his head is disproportionately big for his body because he's a skinny guy."
Okay.
Right. But that's when you look at my frame. But if I look at myself in the mirror,
Yeah.
naked, so with like my top, I would think, "Wow, big belly."
Right. So it wasn't more like you're looking in the mirror thinking, "Oh, I'm really fat." It's more like, "Oh, I'm skinny, but I've got this little belly here. I need to get rid of this belly, or I need to bulk up my arms."
That's what to me. That's what fat was, having a big belly.
I say fat is like being like obese and like.
Yeah, I guess.
But like having
Maybe
a part of your body that you don't like, I think is.
Maybe I had the
normal.
wrong connotation of what fat was. But you do see people who are fat skinny. Like
Yeah.
how many? There's a lot of Asian uncles who are like skinny frame, but they got a big belly, like a big curry belly.
Yeah.
Or like
you do
or like
see that.
other guys who have got beer belly.
Yeah.
But it's
Sorry? Curries and beer bellies.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bellies, isn't it?
You know what's weird? In how we obviously in Asian culture are so used to like curries, but obviously because we're Muslims we don't drink. But in the British culture for people who are not Muslim, a curry is like matched nicely apparently with a beer. Like well, that's what you put it together with. A beer and a curry. It's weird, isn't it? Because that's almost. It just sounds like so wrong. I mean, it is wrong, but. It sounds so wrong. Why would you something so beautiful like a curry and mix it with a beer? I'm sorry, bro, but you know how like, can I say something here?
Please.
You know, like let's say for example, you walk in Oxford Street, yeah, and there's a pub and it's hot day outside, people are out drinking their beers and you're walking past, yeah. When you smell a beer, it smells nasty, bro. I'm sorry, right? It smells nasty. I know I'm speaking to someone who obviously is a revert. So,
I first and foremost, I actually drink beer. Yeah, I drink Beck's Blue, so it's non-alcoholic beer. I actually really enjoy the taste of a beer.
Do you know how much sugar that has in it?
How much?
Bro, check the bottle.
Really?
Yeah, it's like something crazy, like 60% of your daily sugar. Something crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
In the Beck's Blue?
Read the label because we had them in Dubai.
Really?
Yeah.
Drinking beers in Dubai. Do you like them?
No,
I know that obviously
I don't like it.
You didn't like it?
Nah.
See, I quite like it. It's very refreshing. But the smell of a pub is awful. Is what I think you were just describing.
Shall I tell you what else stinks? Did I tell you about the Wembley Arena?
Sorry?
Did I tell you about Wembley Arena?
Wembley Arena?
It stunk of urine and alcohol.
No.
When we did the viewing at Wembley Arena for Fresh United, the stadium stunk of wee and alcohol. And I thought to myself, because I've never been to a football match.
Yeah.
Have you been to a football match before? You have?
Yeah.
You're a bit of a lad. I've never been to a football match live, and I thought, wow, is this what it smells like when you go to a football match? Wee and alcohol. And where did the wee smell come from?
Where does wee come from?
Is that what it smells like?
I don't know. I've been a few times. I can't remember it smelling of wee and alcohol. Obviously, you can smell suds in the air. You can smell a couple of lagers, but I don't know about the urine bit.
Yeah, that's what I smell. Is that when you walk past someone? It's like when you walk past someone, or you're walking behind someone, you're trying to get past them and they're smoking, and then the wind is blowing in your face, and you just like you take the biggest hit
of their smoke in your face, yeah,
in your lungs.
Oh,
yeah, just some pet peeves, bro.
Yeah, that's good. That's good, but yeah, no, Beck's Blue. I find it very refreshing. I think like you go to sort of like grills and stuff, you can get like those wheat drinks, and it's just like kind of like grills, like Mediterranean grills and stuff, like Mediterranean grills and stuff, like food places.
Oh, like a restaurant.
Yeah.
Why are you calling a restaurant a grill?
Grills, but I'm talking about a Pacific kind of place, like more like a grill, like a restaurant. I'd consider somewhere.
No, a grill is what you have in your house, in your kitchen, and it's just above the oven. That's a grill.
When you go into a Mediterranean restaurant, sometimes
restaurant. Oh, okay. Sorry, bro. I thought you meant a grill.
What would happen if your glasses got broken? Would you be able to? Would you spend the whole day not being able to see where you're going?
So you want to go to a rapper's grill that they put in their tea?
What on earth?
Okay, fine. A grill, a restaurant.
Yeah, restaurant.
When you go to a Mediterranean restaurant,
Yeah, they quite often in the fridges have like wheat-based drinks, which are like equivalent of a beer, but no alcohol. They're refreshing, very refreshing.
Oh, okay.
So you're just obviously slating people having a beer with a curry, but it's quite a refreshing drink.
Fair enough. You actually get those at grills as well. Actually,
Sorry.
you get those. You get those at the grill. No, thanks, bro, for my glasses. Yeah, I think that's. I think it's weird, but like I said, bro, we're two different people.
We are two different people.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Completely different people.
Alhamdulillah. Thank God.
One of us is a shy little boy getting married. And the other one's might fancy a Crunks Blue, whatever it's called.
Crunks Blue.
What's it called?
I've never been to a football match, but I've told everyone about my marriage. That's good.
Yeah. So
I'm looking forward to doing a Freshly Grounded vlog.
yeah.
Can you imagine how, I say it humbly, how amazing we could probably produce something really, really good.
It'd be interesting to see where people would like to see and where people would like to see an episode of Freshly Grounded.
Vote.
Just maybe write in the comments like where you would like to see it.
Where would you like to see what a podcast be done and a vlog?
And also, if you actually enjoyed the Dubai and Gambia Freshly Grounded vlogs, because we enjoyed them, but I think so, like by the views and stuff.
In Bristol, we did one in Bristol as well, which was nice. Do you remember the one we did in Bristol?
Yes.
Do you not remember?
Yeah, I remember.
It's a shame.
Yeah, no, I remember. I don't know if that was like a trip. Did we do a vlog in Bristol?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we did loads of vlogs.
Oh,
That's when you were really on your vlogging.
Let me try and
I
find
couldn't even
it.
go and have a shower without you trying to vlog it.
Is that true?
Nah.
I don't know. That could have been true.
But you were very on vlogging.
I'm trying to find the Dubai vlogs to see like how they went down. I can't find them. Oh, there you go. Yeah, did you right? Look, because I tagged them like we clickbaities up, like Juma with a British convert in Dubai.
Blimey. Yeah, blimey.
And it's a picture of you looking like
I know. Where? I know.
in Dubai outside that mosque.
Looking like what, sorry?
You look like
What do I look like?
you look like Big Man Sam.
What, representing Tawheed?
Yeah. Tawheed, yeah. Yeah. And then what happened after that day? Did we go to the grill after that?
From there we went jet skiing.
Bro, do you remember that grill that we went to Dubai? That it was called like Big Papas or something.
That what, sorry?
The grill.
The what?
The grill that we went to. It was in JBR Walk, and it was like that.
That restaurant we went to. That
Yeah,
was
yeah,
nice,
yeah.
man. Yeah, it was really
That-
nice.
I don't know if that was well actually.
Which was the one that we went to, just you and I on that,
Yeah.
like the first, yeah, on our big night out. When I put that shirt on that you really liked. Yeah, big night out. We're just not cut out for the party Dubai scene, man.
No, we're not.
one little dinner and straight back.
Have you been watching the Wimbledon?
It's been on. I know it's been on the salon.
Yeah,
But
it's going good.
It is going good.
Yeah, it's going really good.
Have you ever been to watch live tennis?
No, have you?
No,
I
I
thought
haven't.
you have to be like really rich and
I don't think that's a
posh.
part of. No, I don't think you have to be rich or posh.
like invite only or something.
No, I don't think you have to be rich, posh, or be invited to go and watch tennis. I think anyone can go and watch it.
I haven't seen many sports live, bro. I'll
Have
be
you not?
honest.
No? Rugby?
I can't think of one.
Rugby.
Yeah, in university, I went to see the rugby varsity.
Okay, so you have gone to you're into rugby. I didn't know that. You've
Well,
never been to football, but you've been to rugby. Cardiff.
I lived in Wales, yeah. So
So you got into rugger.
no,
That's interesting.
I played once or twice.
Really?
Yeah,
Those broad shoulders. Oh no, you didn't have those broad shoulders then, did you?
I didn't play for the team. I just played like with the lads. Rugby. Rugby with
Yeah,
the lads.
that sounds good. It's good exercise, rugby, man. Brutal old sport.
And I've watched live literally nothing, bro. No cricket, no hockey.
I thought you would have watched cricket.
No.
Would have
I don't
assumed
think
you'd
I've
watch
been to
it.
any live sport. I want to go actually.
I would have assumed you'd gone and see some cricket for the day.
Let's go together and vlog it.
No.
So what did you watch in football live?
Who have I seen play football? You
Yeah.
mean? What did I watch in football live?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What did I watch in football live?
Who did you go watch play?
Arsenal, Man U, I think.
I was gonna say, who did you go watch?
Arsenal, Man U. We've seen Watford play.
Okay. Nice.
I've seen St Albans play. Well, I don't know. What do you
St
want from me?
Albans.
Yeah,
That must be really fun.
it was alright. Have you seen anyone?
Nah.
What do you do in your spare time other than make videos about your bloody wedding or whatever it was?
Just crack open a Crunks Blue and go to the grill.
Be careful with all that sugar. Go to the grill. That's good.
This has been a mess.
Yeah. Not as messy as your hair though. You should probably sweep that over a little
Really?
bit. Yeah, just
Thanks
a
for
little
letting
touch.
me know though, because nobody tells me, and then our entire episode.
I mean, I think they like there's this. I think there's one over there called a mirror. You sometimes should
Yeah.
look in your reflection. You should see that your beard is all everywhere. You should see that your hair is like.
Yeah.
Just take 2 minutes to yourself. Everyone's got 15 minutes. Just take 15 minutes. Take 15 minutes to yourself. Prep yourself.
15 minutes to my beard. Oh, well. No, I can't do that. Yeah.
Help. And it's patronising when someone does that, isn't it? It's horrible. You did that to me earlier. I was making a joke, and I was very aware that it was there. But you were like,
The mic was so far away.
no, it wasn't that far. We're past that. We're past that. You don't have to, as I'm talking, do that. I'm not a guest. Come on.
Do you think Freshly Grounded would ever stop, Sam?
Do I think it? Yeah, I mean, eventually it will stop. Everything will stop. I'm really sorry, but that is the reality.
No, but did we think that would get to 112
No,
episodes?
I didn't. Of course not.
Well, we can't have a serious conversation right now today.
We can, but you said, do I think it will ever stop? Of course it will stop. Do I ever think it will continue for years to come? Inshallah, I hope
Inshallah.
it does, yeah.
Inshallah.
Did I think we were going to do this many? Absolutely not.
Yeah, you would have never guessed
Do you
it.
think the fact that I still come every week is a miracle? Maybe.
Yeah.
Allah knows best. Nah, alhamdulillah, it's great. But no, what is it? Today, 113?
112.
112, sorry, 112.
Yeah.
That's quite a few. Based on what, average an hour and a half, 2 hours?
Yeah.
It's quite a lot of hours. Arguably wasted.
Quite a lot of hours you're not going to get back.
Arguably wasted.
No, so I was in Costa yesterday. I was getting a bit of work done before a meeting that I had for Freshly Grounded, and I went into Costa.
I thought we were going to go Gales.
I went there
As well.
After, yeah.
Right.
So I went to this. So I went to Costa to prepare for the meeting.
Fine. So like
And
a
then
little bit of like a coffee crawl. So you started in coffee. Yeah, fine.
So I went to Costa.
Yep.
Did a bit of work.
What did you
had
start with?
coffee.
What did you have?
Started with a coconut latte.
Calf or decaf? Be honest.
Calf. Why? To be honest, calf. And then, bro, listen, I'm calf only here, yeah.
No, you're not.
Then I went to Gales, yeah.
Calf or no calf?
No calf.
Okay, fine.
yeah. Yeah. So anyway, when I was in Costa, I went to the till. Lady looked at me and she said, "Next, please." And I said, "Hey, can I get a coconut latte to have in?" And then I'm waiting for my latte, and there was this guy next to me. I didn't necessarily. We were just both waiting for our coffee, and he had a kid in his pram, and that's the end of the story, bro. No, joking. and he looked at me and goes, "Oh, bro, you do that podcast, right?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Assalamu alaikum." But it was surprising because he was a mixed race reaver, and he could have passed for, I didn't know if he was Muslim or not Muslim, so it took me by surprise. And he had a beautiful little boy with him, who was his son. And we got talking, and the really, really cool guy. Anyway, it turns out he took his shahada with Abu Bakr Islam.
Really?
Yeah, where turns out to Islam. Yeah.
Subhanallah. How long ago?
About 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's got a beautiful little boy. And I said to him, "Look, why don't you come to this dinner on Sunday?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, so he said, "Let me know." So I followed him on Instagram. But yeah, really, really cool, man. It's nice when you have those little interactions,
for
isn't
sure.
it? Because especially at times where you don't expect them at all.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I got my coffee, and then because I needed to do my work, I opened my laptop, realised that I had no battery on my laptop, so I needed to charge it. So I'm doing this really awkward thing in Costa where I'm walking around the whole store, yeah, like looking like this, like it looks like I'm trying to look underneath people's legs. It's so embarrassing, and you could just see people at the corner of your eyes looking at like, what is he doing? I'm just like going around the whole store looking uncomfortably. Finally find a plug, and it's really close to this like old Indian lady who's on the phone, and her bag's there. So if I'm sitting here, let's say this chair, like this, like I would be there, and this is where the plug is. And I just so embarrassingly, while she's on the phone, like crawled right like close, like underneath the table to plug my charger and they can get back up. And all I see her doing is this. Her handbag was there where I was going. She just went. And she just moved her handbag closer to her.
Yeah.
Because she thought I was a robber.
Yeah. I can't blame her.
Yeah, apparently I look like a thief.
A thief or a chief? How can you look like a thief?
Do you work from coffee shops a lot?
Sorry?
Do you work from coffee shops?
No, I don't.
One thing I've always wondered, bro, and maybe I shouldn't ask this on camera, but I'm gonna. Why? Because Men's Spy is such a big entity, I always wonder why you don't have like
Good question.
an office.
Yeah.
But I can't see you as an office guy anyway.
Actually, in the process of organising something, office
Really?
space. Yeah.
But you have lots of space in your stores, I guess.
Yeah, I do, but do you know what I found out recently is that I've got a lot of work to get on, which is obviously on my phone now or on the iPad or whatever, and I can't really be in the shop because people will just disturb me, and I can't be at home, so I'll get disturbed.
If you're in the shop, people just ask you to get AC installed.
Yeah, or don't even ask me; they'll just go ahead and do it, which is something that's happened. So yeah, I'm working on a workspace, to be honest, bro. So somewhere I can just be left alone, and yeah, I'm thinking about getting an office made up
Near your house.
in one of the salons. Probably going to make one of the downstairs an office.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
so I've got 2 salons. We've got really good space downstairs. I'm just umming and ahhing which one, but basically I need an office now. It's getting to that point.
Oh, that's really cool idea to turn the bottom of your office into a bottom of your salon into office.
Yeah, it makes sense rather than renting one.
But you did say you didn't want to be in the salon.
But it's downstairs. It's with a door and it's separate.
Yeah, the doors do make a big difference.
Yeah, they do actually make a big difference. Yeah. But yeah, no, I did that. I need that. Things are going. I need a space. I need a workspace. So
I can imagine you sitting in your office, doors closed. You got your big desk. Obviously, you have to be big, you have to be bigger than a regular desk. You got your laptop out. You got your iPad. You got your Kronk's beer, and you just come back from the grill, and now you're just having a little work.
sounds
Workstation.
productive. Sounds healthy.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's avoiding haram.
Mm.
He's eating well from the grill.
Yep.
He's got his desk.
Yep.
It's big.
Yep.
He's got himself an iPad,
Mm.
laptop as well. Unnecessary. Handheld device, phone.
Yeah, you're
unnecessary.
a big iPad man, aren't you?
iPad and phone. I'm fine with.
You would have just come back from your run with your eyes closed,
Yes.
and now you're working.
Yeah.
Do you have a shower in any of your stores?
No.
It's nice to have a shower in your office.
It would be, yeah, in a perfect world.
Because all office buildings pretty much have showers.
I don't think not all office buildings have showers.
Pretty
but
much all office buildings have
some of
showers.
your swanky ones that you do in London have.
This one has showers.
Does it?
Yeah.
I would hate to see them.
Do you want to see it?
I would really hate to see them.
Yeah, you don't want to see it. It does have showers though.
Does it?
Yeah. I would never. I don't think
I
I'd
don't
have a
even want
shower.
you to just point in the direction of where they are. Or just.
No.
Would I shower?
In fact, when my boiler was broken, I had the option to shower here. I
Okay,
could have
and
showered at my gym, and I actually just had cold showers at home.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I was going to go boxing training this week, and I couldn't because where I live now, back and forth after training, I'd have to shower, go back and go to work. And I said, it would be nice if you had a shower. And that's the only time I really thought recently, saying I think about having a shower elsewhere to make my life more convenient.
What about a shower at the gym? Do they not have one there?
That was the point. It's not like a big commercial gym. It's like a boxing gym.
I've seen
so
it. Is it called Mambo or something?
That wasn't the one I'm talking about, but there is one called Mamba
Okay.
Gym, which is excellent, which is in Hemel Hempstead.
And that's the one that Josh goes to, right?
Yes.
And so is Josh much of a boxer?
He trains, yeah. I'm not saying he's a boxer, but
You'll see.
he trains, yeah.
Does
he
he-
used to when he was younger, box a little bit, so he's got some technique there.
Does he jump a little rope?
He can skip rope, yeah.
Check, he's good. He's probably really good in it.
He is
I can
alright, yeah.
imagine- I can imagine him
He's good, yeah.
being good at everything.
Yeah, he's
I
good
love
at
that.
skipping. Yeah, he is good at skipping, yeah.
Can you must do it.
Yeah, part of the training, but I'm not saying I'm good at it.
Why don't we go have a little skip together one
We can
day?
do. Or we can just go fight. We can just go in the ring and do some boxing.
I don't know if there's big old biceps now. I'm not sure.
With that big back of yours.
Human cuboid.
Yes.
Sam, should we cut the episode up? Should we cut the episode up and throw it away because we haven't actually had a productive discussion today? Let's.
You're a horrible negative
No,
man.
I'm sorry.
I know you are. Yeah.
Thank you very much for doing your duty and coming in
Yeah,
today.
I'm glad I bothered. I'm glad you enjoyed it. What's that?
Is it a van?
Amazing.
Yeah, I
What office
think-
is that coming from?
They have. There's a cab office here. Some Somali brothers,
Excellent.
and they're doing Dohor probably now.
Amazing. Yeah, I imagine so, yeah.
Cool. Because it'd be weird if they're doing any other
It'd
Salah
be,
this
yeah,
time.
it'd be haram if they were doing Maghrib at this time.
Yeah, it'd be
at
that's
1:30 on a Thursday afternoon.
True. Guys, this is Special Guide episode 112. Thank you very much for listening, and we are out of here.
Thank you.